Camel and the Fox. A camel, Lambu, and a fox, Chotu, were the best of friends. They lived on the banks of a beautiful river. On the other side of the village was a village and a sugarcane field. One day, Chotu had an idea.
Hey Lambu, I've heard that sugar canes are very tasty. Shall we cross the river and go to the field tonight?
Said Chotu.
But won't the villagers find out? Won't they beat us up?
Asked the camel, worried.
Don't worry, I'll help you. You just help me cross the river.
Exclaimed the excited fox. The camel wasn't very happy, but he agreed. So that night, the camel crossed the river with the fox on his back. They reached the sugarcane fields and started munching on the yummy canes. Soon, their tummies were full.
I'm so happy, and when I'm happy, I feel like singing,
said the fox. Before the camel could reply, the fox started howling loudly. The camel frantically asked him to stop, but the fox went on howling. Soon the villagers came running out. The camel was very scared now. He looked around, but the fox was nowhere to be found. He had already hid himself behind a bush. The villagers gave the camel a good beating.
Look at you! You can't even hide anywhere!
Mocked the fox.
You selfish fox, I'll teach you a lesson.
The camel and the fox soon set out to cross the river once again. When the camel reached the middle of the river, he stopped.
Just like how you felt like singing, I now feel like stretching,
said the camel.
But I will fall down. Please don't,
pleaded the fox.
Why should I care for a selfish friend like you?
Said the camel as he stretched his legs. The fox slid. Always be your true friend.
There was a palace, but something was very unusual about that palace, and that was the presence of a monkey. The monkey was a close friend of the king. So the monkey was always seen beside the king. The king was very fond of him too. One day, the king and the monkey go for a walk to the garden. Suddenly, the monkey notices a snake near the king's feet.
Oh no!
The king is very happy with the monkey, and he pats him and holds his hand and takes him to the palace.
Today, the monkey has saved my life from a snake in the garden. So from now onwards, he will be my personal guard.
But O king, how can a monkey guard you? You need to think carefully about it. Your Majesty, you're putting yourself in trouble. Please think again.
He is very alert and careful and takes good care of me. So why should I not appoint him as my personal guard? Do not worry, I will be safe.
One day, the king was sleeping in his bedroom. Just then, a fly enters from a window and makes a buzzing sound near the monkey's ears.
Hi, my friend. I'm here now. You fatty?
He first dances on the king's pillow. On seeing that, the monkey drives it away, but all in vain. This time, the fly sits on the king's nose.
Hey, you fool! How dare you sit on my king's nose? How dare you! I will teach you a lesson.
Oh no! King! Wake up!
The king opens his eyes and sees the monkey aiming the sword towards him.
Please forgive me, my lord. I am sorry.
But are you supposed to use a sword for a fly? You would have taken my life instead. Thank you, Minister. If only you were not there, I would have been killed by this monkey. I was wrong in appointing the monkey as my personal god. I feel he can stay here as my friend, but definitely not my personal god.
Golu and Molu were very good friends. Golu was a very timid boy, but Molu was generally brave. One day, the two of them decided to go to the fair happening in the nearby village.
But Molu, we have to cross the forest to reach the village. Aren't you scared?
Asked Golu.
Oh, Golu, cheer up. Nothing will happen. All animals in the forest are my friends. Now come with me.
Joked Molu. Soon they reached the jungle. Though Golu came along, he was still very scared. The sounds of the jungle added to his fears. Molu kept singing and cheering him up as they walked. In some time, they heard a grunting sound behind them. Now even the brave Molu started trembling with fear.
What was that?
Asked Golu.
It's a bear,
replied Molu. As he spoke, he glanced around and spotted a tree. He quickly ran to the tree and climbed on its highest branches. Golu did not know what to do. Suddenly, an idea struck him. He lay down on the ground and held his breath. The bear came near him, smelled him, and thought he was dead. He slowly walked away. Molu climbed down the tree and went to Golu.
I saw the bear whispering something in your ears, friend. What did it say?
Well, he warned me and asked me to stay away from selfish people like you.
Molu hung his head in shame. Golu continued.
But you are my best friend. This one time, I forgive you. Never repeat the same mistake ever again.
Both the friends walked away. To err is human, but to forgive is divine.
Once upon a time, in a garden lived a pretty-looking cuckoo called Bertie. She lived in her nest on top of a tree. In the garden lived a black cat called Nutty. She always eyed the cuckoo and her nest. Nutty would always want to eat Bertie's little chicks. But the cuckoo was very careful and patient. One day,
"Hey Bertie, I know a place on that tree there, a little far away, where you can get lots of juicy worms for your little ones. Wouldn't you want to get some more of them?"
Wow! Juicy worms! Mama, please get us those worms! Please, please, please! I must go. Okay, babies, take care and I'll be back soon.
but Nutty was clever. He sent Bertie away and hid behind the bushes next to the tree, waiting for Bertie to leave.
Finally, I'll get to eat those lovely fat chicks.
Nutty starts climbing the tree, and when he reaches the branch of the tree, the chicks start chirping loudly.
I think someone is coming. I can hear a sound. Let's call Mama! Mama!
He gets scared and quickly runs down the tree.
Oh no, I missed a lovely meal.
The chicks grew a little bigger. They start flying near the nest. Bertie sits on a branch nearby and keeps a watch on the chicks. The chicks pluck the berries from the tree and drop on Nutty's head while Nutty sits under the tree. Bertie decides to build her new nest on a taller tree as the chicks can fly now. The three birds start making their new nest on the palm tree. On the last day, Bertie was sitting on top of the tree while the chicks were playing in their old nest. Nutty looked up and started climbing the tree. The chicks heard the thumping sound again. They became alert and flew out of the nest and quickly flew up to the top branch where Bertie was sitting. Nutty got scared because he hadn't expected the chicks to have grown and flying. Nutty loses control on the branch again and falls.
You bad fat cat! You have been troubling us a lot. Now my chicks have become big enough to fly. You can cause no harm to us. We are going to our new home. You have been checking my patience for so long. I have tried my best to guard my home, and now I hope you go hungry. Hungry forever! Now I'm happy and safe with my babies. Oh God, God has rewarded my patience. Thank you, Almighty.
The Grateful Tiger. Once upon a time, there were two friends, a man and a tiger. Yes, a man and a tiger. But how did they become friends? That is a long story. Long ago, the tiger used to live in a forest. One day, as he was roaming in the jungle, he stepped on a thorn. Ouch! Cried the tiger. It was very painful. He tried to remove the thorn himself, but all his efforts were in vain. At that time, this man happened to pass by.
What is that sound? Looks like some animal is in pain.
He followed the sounds and reached the place where the tiger was lying down.
Oh, it's a tiger!
However, he felt pity for the poor animal and decided to help him. He walked up to it and pulled out the thorn. The tiger licked him with gratitude and walked away without hurting him. A few days later, a group of dacoits invaded the jungle and took the animals captive with them. They took them to their village to play a cruel game.
We want to see how well this tiger can fight a man.
The starved tiger was ready to pounce on the man, but stopped. It was the same man who had helped him once. The mighty tiger went near him and licked him. The man lovingly patted the tiger. Watching this, the dacoits realized their mistake. They immediately set both of them free. From that day onwards, the man and the tiger became the best of friends. Kindness transforms many a heart.
Once upon a time, in a forest, they are all discussing about the Lion King.
Today we have all gathered here to discuss how to get rid of our Lion King. He has been troubling us a lot and has been eating up our family members and relatives whenever he feels like.
We lose our family members every few days. We have to get rid of him. But how?
Hey guys, I have an idea.
They all marched down to the lion to tell him about their plan. The Lion King sits royally in his lair, and all other animals stand there with their heads hanging down and bowing to show respect to the king.
What makes you all come to me? Why are you all gathered here?
We have planned that you should stay in your lair, and we will get you food every day.
That sounds like a great idea.
So, the decision was made. The Lion King happily agreed to their plan. All animals walked back home.
Good morning to all. It's the hare's turn today to go to the lion.
The hare is depressed. He doesn't want to die too. He thinks and thinks. The hare reaches the lair. The lion has been very angry and is marching up and down.
Do you know how late you have been today? Where is your troop? Why are you alone here? What am I going to do with one hare? Are you making fun of me?
No, your Majesty. I was actually coming to your lair with 10 of my family members. But then...
What? Speak up quickly.
I came across another lion. He ate 9 of my family members. I somehow managed to escape from him and came here to warn you about the ferocious lion.
What? Another lion? Ferocious than me? How can that be? I am the king of this jungle. Quickly show me where he is and I shall fight him.
I will take you there right now.
The hare walked slowly and silently to the well. He asked the lion to peep into the well. The lion sees his own reflection in the water in the well, and he thinks it is another lion. The lion gets angry, roars and jumps into the well. The hare was too excited. He could not believe that his idea had worked and the lion is dead. He shouted with joy so loudly that all other animals came out of their homes to gather around the well and celebrate.
Little Sheru learns to roar. Deep in the jungle lived the Lion King with his family, his wife and his cute little son, Sheru. Daddy Lion was very fond of his son. He hoped that one day his son would take over as the king of the jungle.
Sheru! An important thing for a good king is his roar. You must learn how to roar.
But Daddy, I don't know how to roar.
Try, my son, try.
But every time Sheru tried, all he could do was
meow.
So, the Lion King decided to get his son a teacher who could teach him how to roar. The first teacher was Elephant Uncle. He tried teaching him his sound. Sheru picked up well, but Daddy was not happy to see his son trumpeting like an elephant, so he sent Uncle away. Then came Gaddu, the donkey. He taught how to bray, but Daddy hated to see his son braying. Gaddu was also turned away. Now it was Cat Auntie's turn. Auntie found that Sheru could already
meow
very well, and she went away too. Daddy Lion became sad. He gave up all hopes of his son roaring. Then one day, a hunter came to the forest. Seeing his animal friends running for their lives, Sheru became very upset.
I'll save you all. After all, I'm the future king.
Saying that, he gathered all his strength to give a loud roar. The roar was so loud that it scared the hunters away. Daddy Lion felt very happy. Finally, his son had learned how to roar. Perseverance and believing in oneself helps in achieving one's dreams.
Once upon a time, there lived a lion in a jungle. One day, in the afternoon, the lion goes off to sleep and starts snoring. The mouse was a little naughty. He wanted to play pranks with the lion. After a while, and the mouse decides to step down from the lion's back catch! The lion caught the tail of the mouse.
Please leave me, O king. Spare me, my lord. I'm extremely sorry.
You dared to dance on my back while I was sleeping, and you woke me up. How about having you for my evening snack?
Please, O king, leave me this time. If I live, I will help you one day. I promise.
You little mouse, have you seen yourself? How can you ever help me? Okay, tiny mouse, you can go. I forgive you this time, but you and help me. Help! 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 Help me, someone! I am caught in a net. Help! Is anybody there?
Oh my God!
Oh, it's only you, little mouse.
As the mouse went on cutting the thread little by little, the whole net was cut and the lion was free, and felt ashamed of how he had made fun of the little mouse.
From today, we shall be best of friends, and I shall never make fun of anyone.
The snake and the priest. It was a busy day at the market. A villager was selling snake guards. Just then, a snake crawled from the bunch and scared the villagers. As the villagers ran for their lives, the snake felt very happy and proud.
Ha! Funny people. How scared they are. How I love playing such pranks with them.
He often did this to amuse himself. One day, a sadhu stopped by the village. As usual, the snake crawled out of his pit and tried to scare him too. But the sadhu bravely stood his ground.
Aren't you scared?
Scared? I find you funny.
Funny? How dare you?
Yes. Why do you waste your time doing such silly things? Do you think anyone in the village respects you? People are only scared of you. No one likes you. Try to change your ways and you will have a better life.
The snake was deeply affected by the sadhu's words. He decided to change for the better. A few days later, the sadhu visited the village again. But what he saw shocked him. The snake was bruised all over.
What happened to you?
I just followed your advice, Sadhu. I stopped scaring people. I even stopped hissing, you know. They beat me up all the time. What do I do? Tell me, oh great Sadhu.
Oh, poor thing. I told you not to kill or scare people for fun. But did I ever tell you not to hiss? God has given you the power to hiss for your own safety. Use it when needed, but don't abuse it.
The snake understood the sadhu's point. He thanked the sadhu for his kind advice and crawled away. Always put your skills to good use.
Jiva, a trader, lived in a village. One day, he decided to leave his village and look for some business in another village.
It's so hot. This iron balance is making me really tired. It's so heavy. Let me sit for a while and then I will move on.
He liked his iron balance very much. It belonged to his grandfather, so he was quite possessive about it.
I think I have to keep this at Shakti's house. Shakti, I'm going to the nearby village for some work. I have this balance with me and it is too heavy to carry it along. Can you please keep it with you for a few days? I'll come back and take it from you.
Oh, don't worry, Jiva. I will keep it for you for as long as you come back.
Jiva thanks Shakti and goes away.
This balance seems to be expensive. I will keep it for myself and not return it to Jiva.
Jiva returns to Shakti's house to take his balance back.
Come, Jiva. Sit down. Please have some sweets.
No, thank you. I'm a little tired now. I have to reach home soon. Please give me my iron balance and I shall leave.
Actually, Jiva, I'm sorry, but the rats here ate up your balance. They have been a menace.
Jiva was very upset. He quickly thought of an idea.
Hey Shakti, can you send your son out with me? I have actually got some gifts for all of you. So I need some help to carry them here.
Oh, sure.
But for a long time, Ravi did not return. Shakti gets worried.
Where is this boy? How long is he taking to get the gifts and come? Let me check at Jiva's house. Jiva, where is my son Ravi?
Ah, your son was taken away by a hawk.
What? What do you mean? How can a big boy like Ravi be carried away by a hawk? Tell me where my son is, or else...
Both start fighting and quarreling. They both go to the village magistrate.
Yes, how can I help you? Jiva has taken my son away. He says my son was taken away by a hawk. Is it ever possible for a bird to carry my 10-year-old son?
Well, he claims that my iron balance was eaten away by the rats. Is that ever possible?
You people are so childish and funny. Now tell me, Shakti, where is the iron balance? I don't know really. But I will look for the balance at home. Okay, then find it in your home and give it back to him. Please tell us now where his son is, Jiva.
I will return him after I get my iron balance.
Shakti returns the balance to Jiva and Jiva lets Ravi go. And Jiva was so proud of his smart deed.
The Shining Crown. Birji was a very kind man. He always helped his fellow villagers. As a result, the villagers loved and respected him. That year, there was no rain and all the fields in the village were dried up. Birji suffered a huge loss. But still, he thought about the fate of the poor farmers in the village and he decided to help them. He used up all his money to feed them. After a few days, Birji realized that he had no money left. So he decided to leave the village to seek his fortune. He walked and finally reached a temple. The temple was crowded. There were people standing in a queue. At the front of the queue, there was a shiny pedestal.
What's happening?
Asked Birji to a person standing next to him.
You see?
Said that person, pointing to the crown.
That's a magic crown. It will glow brightly when a very kind and a selfless person touches it. He will be the rightful owner of the crown. Go ahead, try touching it.
He said,
I'm not interested.
But why? Why don't you just try, sir?
People around him persuaded him to touch it. Reluctantly, Birji reached out to touch it. To everyone's surprise and amazement, the crown shone brightly the moment he laid hands on it. Seeing this, the priest of the temple walked up to Birji and embraced him.
You must be a very kind man. That's why the crown has chosen you. Here, take it.
Birji was overjoyed. He thanked the priest and took the crown back to his village. The crown proved to be a lucky charm. He soon regained all his lost wealth. All the people of that village, including Birji, lived happily ever after. Kindness is a noble virtue. Always be kind to others.
Ouch! Oh, it's good to stay away from this wicked elephant.
Oh, my cap! What's wrong with the elephant today? He looks ill. He is refusing to have a bath too.
So it's better to stay away.
We should report to the king quickly. Your Majesty, the elephant seems to be ill. He does not eat and refuses to have a bath too.
Minister, I want you to go and find out what has gone wrong with the elephant.
Yes, Your Majesty. Hi, elephant. What's up? What happened? Has there been any change in his routine? Not really. Only that a dog used to visit him and they would play together.
You are fun, doggy.
I love playing with you too.
That dog looks fine, healthy and playful. I must get him. Excuse me, is this dog yours?
Yes.
I wanted to buy this dog. Is it possible to take him?
Oh yes, sure. You can surely take him after you pay us the amount.
That's okay.
Nothing else. Your Majesty, I think the elephant is missing a companion. The guard has reported about a dog that came visiting the elephant. But a day ago, a stranger came and took the dog away. I think you should try to get his friend back. I have a suggestion. Send a note to the city telling people that whoever has the dog should return it to the king.
Listen, listen! This is the note from the king. I order to people of this city. Whoever has taken a dog from the royal elephant's shed, kindly send him back as soon as possible. Otherwise, if found out, will be punished severely.
Oh my God, I have to leave the dog free. I don't want to take up any trouble. I am very happy that the elephant has recovered. Thank you.
The two goats. One sunny day, a goat was grazing in a meadow on the banks of a river.
The grass on the other side looks greener. I should go and taste it.
As he was wondering how to cross the river, he spotted a log across the river.
I can use that to cross the bridge.
He walked towards the log. As he stepped onto the log, he saw another goat standing on the other end of the log.
Let me go fast!
Cried the other goat.
Why? I will go fast.
No! I stopped on the log first, so I will go!
Said the other goat. The first goat started thinking. He was reminded of the story that his grandpa told him. Two proud goats who were trying to cross the bridge refused to give way to each other and eventually started fighting. Ultimately, both fell off the bridge and drowned. So the first goat decided wisely.
Hey, this is not the time to fight. Let us be wise. I shall bend down and you can cross over me to the other side.
Saying this, the first goat crouched on the log. The other goat easily crossed over him to the other side.
Thanks a lot, friend. You acted really wise,
said the other goat and walked away. Use your presence of mind to tackle difficult situations.
I'm really hungry. I have to look for some food fast. Oh wow! A dead elephant. And that too not eaten by anyone? The whole elephant is mine? But how do I save it from the other animals? What should I do? I have an idea. Your Majesty, there is an elephant here and I have been guarding it for you. Why don't you start eating it?
Huh? It is a dead elephant. I don't eat dead animals. I like them fresh.
Huh. Good that the lion did not eat. Otherwise, he would have finished the whole elephant. Oh God! The tiger is here. What should I do? Idea. Oh my master. This elephant has been killed by a hunter with poison. So, I am preventing other animals from eating the elephant and getting poisoned.
On hearing that, the tiger leaps and runs away into the bushes. He wanted some bigger animal to make cuts into the elephant first so that he could eat the flesh after that. Just then, a leopard peeps through the tall grass.
I have an idea. How do you do, Mr. Leopard? Here we have this elephant killed by a tiger. The tiger has gone to fetch his family to feast on the elephant. I am supposed to be guarding it for him. So, why don't you start eating him while I keep a watch?
That's not a bad idea. Now let me start eating it.
The leopard does not waste any time. He quickly bites into the skin of the elephant. The moment the jackal sees that the elephant is already cut into the skin, he gives the signal.
I can see the tiger coming with his family. Run! Run!
The leopard gets scared and runs for his life into the forest. The jackal gives a sigh of relief and sits down to eat his meal. He has the elephant for days together. Once upon a time, there was a village near a forest. The marketplace was a busy place. Just then, an elephant with its baby come out of the bushes. Baby elephant plays pranks and does funny things and copies his mother. Everybody was aware of the elephant because it was a regular habit. The elephants would come and eat in the market. She gets patted by the people and the children come and play with the baby elephant's trunk. The elephants go from shop to shop. As the shopkeeper would give them something, the baby elephant would think of some mischief, but no one got angry with him. They all loved him, except the tailor.
Hello, Mr. Tailor. Some food, please.
You fat elephant! Go away! Will you go or else?
You mean, Tailor? I'll teach you a lesson one day.
One day, while the elephants were walking along the marketplace, it was very windy and things started flying here and there. The shopkeepers hurriedly started putting their things inside their shops. The elephant also started helping the shopkeepers. She picked up the vegetable and fruit baskets and put them inside the shop. The baby elephant picked up the utensils and put them inside the shop. The elephants watched the clothes flying out.
Oh no! Please help! Someone! Please help! My clothes are all flying away!
The elephant initially thought of being selfish to the tailor and not help. But when the elephant saw that the tailor was upset and asking for help, she changed her mind. She started picking up the clothes. The baby elephant put his trunk up and got clothes that were about to fly off. The tailor thanked them and patted their backs.
Thank you so much, friend. I'm sorry I have been bad to you. Forgive me for my selfishness.
One sunny day, a traveler was walking down the road with his backpack. He was weary and wanted to rest, but could not find even a single tree around. He kept walking. He was weary and wanted to rest until he reached a garden filled with lovely trees and flowers.
Many miles without trees and suddenly a beautiful garden here. How foolish the creator must be,
thought the traveler. The trees were filled with oranges and other juicy fruits. The traveler heartily feasted on the fruits. As he was eating, he observed the pumpkin patch which was next to the orange tree. There were huge pumpkins lying on the ground.
Look at them, round and huge, yet on such a thin, flimsy creeper. That too on the ground. But the oranges, so small, yet on such a huge tree, up so high. For sure, nature is stupid. The creator of all these things seemed to know nothing at all. What a bad design.
He mocked at the creation around him. As he kept talking, he slowly dozed off. In some time, he was in deep sleep and snoring loudly. Suddenly, there was a thud. The traveler woke up, frightened and confused. He looked around frantically, trying to figure out what it was. As he looked around him, he saw an orange lying by his side. What had fallen on him was just an orange. Suddenly, the traveler realized something.
What if the pumpkin had fallen on me? I would have been crushed. Many miles without trees and suddenly a beautiful garden here.
A pumpkin should lie on the ground for sure. There is a reason why every creation is the way it is. Clever rabbits. Once upon a time, in a dense jungle, there lived a big herd of elephants. They used to eat the leaves of the trees and drink water from the jungle pond. Summer was setting in, so the pond was drying up quickly. The elephants were worried. However, the leader was already aware of the problem and had made a decision. He had decided to move the herd to another forest nearby where there was a bigger pond. Hence, the next day, the herd migrated to the other forest. However, they were not welcome there. There were other animals such as the rabbits who were dependent on that pond of water. They did not like the new intruders. Hence, the rabbit decided to hatch a plan to drive the elephants away. The next day, the rabbit leader went up to the elephant leader.
Our moon god is very angry with you, oh mighty elephant.
But why?
You elephants have caused a lot of harm to the rabbit race by trampling on them. Our moon god wants you to repay suitably for this. He wants to meet you near the lake so that he can discuss.
The elephant agreed. Hence, that evening, the elephant and the rabbit went to the lake. The moon was shining brightly and the pond reflected the moonlight.
Moon god won't talk to you. He's very angry with you,
said the rabbit.
You have disturbed our people and our forest. You have also caused injuries to many small animals who come to the pond to drink water. Moon god doesn't like all this. He wants you to leave our forest at once.
The elephant was dumbstruck.
Where shall we go? We need water.
There is a pond in the meadow nearby with enough water for you and your herd. Please move there at once. If you don't do it, our moon god will punish you.
The foolish elephant got scared. He immediately agreed to what the rabbit said and left the jungle the very next day. The animals of the jungle lived peacefully ever after. Being clever can get you out of even the most difficult situations.
There was a forest. In that forest lived a lion with his family. He had his wife and 2 little cubs. They were a happy family.
Bye. Have fun. I'm going to get food for all of you.
Bye, Papa.
The lion goes in search of food, moves the bushes aside and notices the jackal cub. The jackal cub is scared and starts shivering with its eyes closed. He picks the jackal cub with his mouth and carries the jackal cub with him.
So, now we have 3 cubs. They'll grow up together and have fun.
While the lion and lioness were away, the cubs were playing outside their lair. An elephant happened to pass by. On seeing the elephant, the lion cub started charging him. The jackal instead was scared and timid. He ran into his home. The lion cubs were fierce and bold. They went on charging him and scratching him till he went off. When the elephant goes away, the jackal cub steps out with his head hanging down. They all sit down to eat.
Mama, today the jackal cub ran into home on seeing an elephant. Both of us were trying to attack him, but jackal cub was frightened.
The jackal cub feels embarrassed and starts crying.
I look different and I also behave differently. I should go back to my family now.
Don't worry. We will help you find your family and friends.
The next morning, the lion family and the jackal cub set out to look for the jackal cub's family.
Hooray! That's my mama and that's my pa and that's my whole family.
The lion family stand at a distance and ask the jackal cub to walk to them. The mother jackal licks him and the cub rubs himself against the other jackals. That's the way they show their love and affection.
What is that strange noise?
Oh, I don't know. Sounds like someone is ringing a bell. Demon?
Are ghost? Oh no! A demon is in the forest!
Hey, who told you that it is a demon? Did you see it for yourself?
Yeah, no, but it must be a demon for sure.
We cannot say that unless we find out the truth. The truth lies deep inside the forest. I must solve the mystery behind all this. I'm going to the forest now. Bye. See you soon. So these are those little demons. The silly villagers are thinking there are demons in the forest. How foolish. This is a good chance for me to teach them a lesson. I know what I should do now. 1 kilo of groundnuts, please.
Yeah, anything else, lady?
I want that banana bunch.
Sure. I wonder why she needs so many bananas.
Thank you, brother. You naughty monkeys, my little demons, I will put an end to your mischief today. My plan seems to be working. This is the right time. Here I go. Got it finally.
Oh, brave Dadima. Glad to see you again. Any good news?
Yes, Maharaja. The demon has been defeated. Here is the bell.
By the way, where was the demon? How did it look like?
The demon was grey in color.
Oh!
It was on a tall tree.
Oh, really?
And it looked like a monkey.
What?
There was no demon in the forest place, Maharaja. It was just a monkey. In fact, a group of monkeys. The monkeys were playing with the bell that was stolen from our temple a few days ago. Probably some thief had stolen it and abandoned it in the forest. Our silly villagers thought that a demon was ringing the bell.
Oh, brave Dadima, you taught us all a lesson. Thank you very much.
Never believe in anything unless and until you are sure it is true. Always apply your mind to solve any problem.
Not just that. We all have to be brave like our Dadima. Villagers, don't you think Dadima has to be rewarded for her bravery?
Yes! Yes!
Oh, Dadima, please accept this as a token of my appreciation.
Oh, thank you, Maharaja.
Long live Dadima! Long live Dadima!
One day, a little sparrow was flying happily in the sky. Suddenly, something hit him. One of the sparrow's wings broke and he plummeted. The sparrow understood that he will not be able to fly anymore.
What do I do now? None of my friends or family is with me. How will I ever get back home with this broken wing?
So he decided to stay in one of the trees nearby for that day. He first approached the banana tree.
Hey, banana tree, can I stay in your branches, please?
Shoo! Go away! The bird limped away to the next tree. It was a guava tree.
You pesky bird! I won't give you any space. Get out of here!
The poor bird was now totally heartbroken.
No one wants me. I don't have any friend.
Suddenly, he got an idea.
Friend! Friend! Free friend! Who wants a cute, cuddly, free friend?
Hey, Sparrow! Little Sparrow! It was the banyan tree.
Hey, little Sparrow! I can be your friend. I have a lot of room in my branches, so you can comfortably stay here.
Oh, that is so kind of you, Mr. Banyan. I'd love to stay with you.
As he said that, a voice from the sky spoke up.
Hey, big banyan tree! You will be rewarded for your act of kindness. You will grow to the strongest of all the trees and provide home to a variety of birds. You will also live a very long life.
Even today, the banyan tree is the strongest of all trees. A friend in need is a friend indeed.